Much of our focus again this week is on the manhunt for the two convicted killers who escaped from Clinton Correctional Facility in Dannemora. As we are taping midday Friday, the two murderers are still on the loose. Police this week released these digitally enhanced photos of what escaped inmates Richard Matt and David Sweat would look like after 2 weeks on the run, with slightly longer hair and heavier beards. The focus of the search changed dramatically this week.
How are you?
Gone are the police roadblocks set up for the past week and a half and the dragnet that used hundreds of police and corrections officers to scour about a 16 square mile area east and south of the prison. As of last Friday, investigators believe they were closing in on the two escapees.
We have a message for David Sweat and Richard Matt. We're coming for you, and we will not stop until you are caught.
That same night, police arrested Joyce Mitchell, who supervised the prison tailor shop where the two inmates worked, and charged her with smuggling hacksaw blades, chisels, and other small tools into the prison to aid in the escape.
This is one large piece of the puzzle in our quest to find these two escaped murderers.
The massive search continued over the weekend through the thick woods, where police say dogs picked up and tracked the scents of both killers.
I was up there with our special response team. I was in the woods. We were on a track, and it is very, very deep, thick wilderness.
But as the manhunt headed into its second week, that trail went cold.
We don't know if they are still in the immediate area or if they are in Mexico by now.
Governor Cuomo ordered an investigation this week into how the inmates got their hands on power tools that investigators believe they would have needed to cut through the steam pipe that led to their freedom, and whether they got help from others inside or outside the prison. On Monday, prison worker Joyce Mitchell was back in a Plattsburgh courtroom where she was formally charged with helping the two killers escape. Investigators say she told them she was supposed to pick up the inmates at a power plant a few blocks from the prison with a four-wheel drive vehicle for a 7-hour drive to an unknown location. District Attorney Andrew Wiley says Mitchell told investigators she was also plotting with the inmates to kill her husband, Lyle, after they broke out of prison, but for some reason changed her mind the night of the escape and never showed.
Do you think she may have backed out because she feared for her life?
That's possible. Feared for her life, feared for her husband's life. Very possible, one of the reasons why she could have backed out.
By midweek, the focus of the search changed and was scaled back. State police acknowledged while they were pursuing more than 1,400 leads, they had no confirmed sightings and no clear indication where the two fugitives may be.
We are going to pursue every lead, and we are going to locate these individuals, and they will be apprehended.
Checkpoints like this one near Katie'ville Beach were gone. Troopers were redeployed, and the search area widened hundreds of miles to include remote homes and camps in the Adirondack Park, the border and bridges and ferries to Vermont, and major highways and rail lines heading south and west.
Our intention is to look at the viable high-speed avenues of egress from Dannemora Prison Facility into points on all cardinal directions.
Commander Charles Guest said the manhunt would be scaled back by about 200 officers, with the ground search and checkpoints replaced by roving patrols, but that search teams could still be deployed quickly to follow up on leads.
I will assure you that we retain the number of tactical, canine, aviation, and ground search elements to close in rapidly on any location.
Others at a Wednesday afternoon news conference pleaded for the public's help.
We still need the assistance of the eyes and the ears giving us your information. Individuals know their property better than we ever could. So take a look at your surroundings. If something does not look right, something is out of place, it doesn't appear to be appropriate, there's tracks where there shouldn't be tracks, please notify the local authorities. Let them know that information as expeditiously as possible so one of the agencies can follow up on it. That's going to be our biggest key to success, keeping everybody motivated and keeping everybody alert and looking.
If you think something is even remotely suspicious, contact us. Any little piece of information could be significant, could help break the case wide open.
Across the search area, many neighbors put up blue ribbons and signs thanking the officers who spent more than a week hunting for the escapees.
These guys went through a lot and they're spending 12-hour shifts. We have a blue ribbon in our yard too.
People are grateful?
Yes, absolutely.
And even though police say there's no sign the killers got away, retired corrections officer Jay Devan says he doesn't believe the roadblocks would have come down if police thought the fugitives were still in the area.
They know they were in that area, and they did a good job. I'm going to trust that they did a good job searching, and that they're no longer in this area. They wouldn't have pulled. I don't think they'd have pulled the roadblocks if they thought they were still here.